Hello everybody, it's AgentFlex here, and as you can see, I have a Wi-Fi battle for you. I haven't had a Wi-Fi battle for a while since my DS has been messed up, but I borrowed one from a friend, and so let's get this thing started. I'm battling Greendust. He has a YouTube, so I'll put that in the description. So he leads off with this Rachi, and he automatically, he right away tricks me the choice scarf, and I predicted trick and just go straight for the X scissor, but it doesn't do that much, and then I have to switch out since it won't be a 2 KO. Then he sets up his rocks, so I go into my life orb Starmie, and he survives the Hydro Pump with like -2 HP and gets the trick off and gives me the focus sash, and he steals life orb, which is okay, I guess. Just makes me not as powerful. So he goes into this Rotom, which causes me great trouble this battle. Like, it's super hard to take out. So since I haven't been battling for a while, I kind of forgot that it was water electric, so that's why I went for T-Bolt. So yeah, this thing's kind of walling me here, and he gets a light screen up, and that kind of stinks, so I'm just going to go into this lizard thing, which is a life orb sweeper, I guess. I take the discharge really well. Luckily I don't get the para, and so he's getting some leftovers, and he switches out into his Rachi, and I went for the Dragon Tail just to get that Rotom out of there because it was annoying me, but he switches into the Rachi and fodders it, so that's okay. I go for the U-turn on this grass poison thing, and it does actually really good damage. However, it's not that good because he actually goes for the spore here, I believe, as I go into my butterfly dancing sweeper. So that's really bad for me that I got one of my most frail pokes put to sleep, so that is not going to be good. So yeah, this part's my emulator kind of slowed down a little, so that's why the video is slow right now, but sorry about that. So he gets the lefties, and I get some lefties, and now I'm going to have to... No, he's going to switch out, sorry. And he goes into that thing. It's like flying ground, same typing as Gliscor. And so the light screen wears off, and he just goes for EQ. I'm predicting it to be scarfed or banded, because that's what most of those things are. So it takes out my bug fire thing, and I go into my Scarf Sazendora because I know I can probably outspeed it, and I just go straight for the Draco Meteor because I want to kill that thing really fast. Knowing that it was probably choiced and it was locked into EQ and Sazendora's levitate, I probably should have gone for something else, so I could have taken out this mushroom guy without switching out, but that's okay. I go into my Nageki, which is a it uses bulk up, kind of like Rapushin. So I go for a Mountain Storm here. It's fighting and always gets a crit, but I forgot it's poison resist fighting, so that kind of stinks, and it takes hardly any damage. And then he goes for Spore again and puts me to sleep, and then he predicted a switch there, went for Sun Spore, but luckily I just stayed in because I'm trying to just stall out this sleep, I guess. I luckily wake up here and go for a bulk up, and now I make kind of a stupid move and just switch out after a bulk up. I could probably live a Psychic unless it was Specs, but that's okay. He goes for a Hidden Power here, and this turn I'm going to try to play a little smarter and go for a Flamethrower, so I can take out that mushroom guy if it decides to come back in. But it looks like he's just going to spam the Hidden Power. It's probably like fire or something like that. So he gets 3 HPs off on me, and, well, 3 Hidden Powers that is, and I get 3 Flamethrowers and take him out, but it's not good for me because he's got this Rotom which will completely wall me. I should have stayed in there because I'll just die from Stealth Rocks when I come back into the battle. So he gets a Will-O-Wisp off on the switch, and I gotta admit, Greendust is a really great battler. Like, yeah, he has some really great tactics like Light Screen and Will-O-Wisp on the same poke, which is a great tactic because it can wall both types of attackers. So definitely check him out. He's really great at battling. So he just goes for a discharge to finish me off after the burn, gets me down to super low HP, and this Rotom is just causing me all sorts of trouble. So now I get burnt again, so because he outspeeds, and I go for a payback. I should have gone for a mountain storm, but I just couldn't remember that it was not ghost anymore, so that's why I did that. And I wasn't paying much attention to the battle, so I went for the payback again after the bulk up. So if I went for 2 mountain storms, who knows, I could have done some really good damage and then finished it with a Starmie with my Starmie or something like that. But instead, he's like gaining more HP than I'm doing, since the burn is making my attacks do like 0 damage. So that's really, really bad for me. So the light screen finally wears off, and he just finishes me with a hydro pump. So I guess it was okay for me that I stalled out the screen, so my Starmie will be able to do some more damage to it. But the T-Bolt won't do that much, since electric resists it and water is super effective, which makes it neutral, and then he finishes me off. So that really stinks. I go back into my Bug's life. At this point, I remember it's not Ghost, so I thought, hey, I'll just go for a Choice Scarf X Scissor, and it does decent damage. It would be a 2-hit KO, but his Willow hits again, and he actually didn't miss at all with that, which is really unlucky for me. But now my X Scissor won't do diddly squat, and this Rotom is pretty much plowing through my team, even though it's not designed to be offensive whatsoever. So he takes out my Bug's life with a Hydro Pump, since it's stab and does tons of damage. And now I'm just going to have to throw my Sazandora out there, and then it's going to get taken out by those sharp rocks. So thanks guys for watching my Wi-Fi battle. I hope you liked it, but I have kind of bad news. So I have misplaced my DS charger, so I borrowed a DS from a friend, but since I had used my DS for a while, I have misplaced it. So once my borrowed DS runs out of juice, I'm in a bad spot. So I'm probably going to have to pick up another charger from the store somewhere. So I hope I did a good job on this battle, because it's going to be the only one up for a little while. So it would be great if you could thumbs up this video and sub my channel. And thanks again for watching, and see you guys later.